Welcome back to the Untouchaballs podcast. Caden and Evan here bringing you an NBA episode. It's been a couple weeks, but that's because we had a lot of baseball playoffs and stuff to talk about. We're now back going in weekly with our NBA episodes. We've got a big one for you today. A lot of Eastern Conference, some good stuff, some bad stuff to talk about today. But first off, Evan, how we doing today?
Tremendous as usual, Caden. How about yourself?
Doing great. Hey, it's been a good start to the NBA season.
Very.
There's been some exciting things. You and me have been doing some exciting things. The Caden Dwyer parlay has been nice.
Very nice.
And but today we're going to talk about, a team who's also been very nice. Actually, the one seed in the East right now, Mr. Dwyer. Detroit basketball. The Detroit Pistons are 13-2, and the one seed in the East. Cade Cunningham's averaging 27, 5, and 10 right now. Jalen Duren breakout, 20.5 points, 12 boards. The team's looking really nice to start the season.
Detroit basketball, is it back? Are we finally back?
I think
in the
it's
winning
back.
column. They looked like it last year after that run in the playoffs. You're like, oh, they look pretty freaking good. But then here they are, 13-2. Whether or not they keep it up is going to be interesting. But nothing tells me that
11-game win streak.
Yeah, nothing tells me that this team's going to fall off. I mean, they're missing, but they don't have Jaden Ivey right now, and I think he's going to play a nice role for this team eventually. Like you said, I mean, we talked about in the preseason. I thought Cade Cunningham, dark horse MVP candidate. He's up there.
He's playing like it.
He's playing like it right now. Best player on one of the best teams in the league right now. He said 27 a game. Jalen Duren breakout. I mean, 20 was he averaging 20 and 10 probably pretty much
20 and 12.
Damn,
20,
man.
Yeah, 20 and a half and 12 a night.
We're
finally seeing the offense for Jalen Duren.
Sure.
Finally.
For sure. I think a big thing with him too early in his career is always getting into foul trouble and just not having enough minutes. But she's figuring out how to do that while play defense while scoring while not fouling people. And it's been tremendous. It's been huge for them. But overall, this team's been very nice. Tobias Harris, we haven't seen him a lot this year, but he's looked solid. Thompson's looked pretty nice. Good defender. Overall, man, I really love what this Pistons team's been doing.
You did forget to mention one player though, who needs all the love in the world. Dennis Jenkins.
No.
On the two-way contract. Coming in. Cade gets hurt. They're on a 7-game win streak. Everyone's like, okay, this is probably when the Pacers win streak ends. But then Dennis Jenkins comes into this. This is his... Didn't do much at the start of the season. But then Cade goes out 24, 18, 19, 26, and 14 in his last 5 games.
Yes, sir.
On a two-way contract.
Mm-hmm. He's earning it.
They should have already converted him to a full. They have a real backup point guard now who can come in when Cade needs some rest, and that's big for them too. This team is still very good defensively. They're the number 3 team defensively when it comes to opponents' points per game. And then you still got Beef Stew coming in off the bench. He'll ignite stuff, maybe cause some fights, but also play really good defense. And this team's just very sound, and I think they've been doing a lot of good things. It's going to be interesting because this has been, you can't discredit them. They're 13-2. They're winning, and it is their easiest part of the schedule. It's a very easy part of the schedule from right now. You're playing a lot of these, a Wizards, Hornets, those type of teams that it does maybe inflate it, but good team. If you want to be a good team, you got to be able to beat up on the bad teams, make sure you're winning all those games, and keep it close with all these good teams. And hey, they've been beating up on the bad teams. I think once we start seeing them play a Knicks, a Cavs, Magic, stuff like that, I think it'll be really interesting to see where they actually line up with the top of the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, Caden, I think you hit it on the head there. Easy part of the schedule, but you got to be taking care of the easy teams, which they've been doing all year. And like you said too, there's just a lot of depth on this team, which that's a common thing you see with all these other teams that are having success. You just see a lot of depth. You know what I mean? You need that, because like you said, guys go ahead.
This is the first year of depth for the Nuggets.
Yeah, and look, they top 3 seed right now. They 11.
They're playing great. The bench has been looking great. It's just a backup center for Jokic has been the biggest revelation ever. For the first time in his career, a real backup center.
They need it. They need to save him too. You know what I mean? He's got to be able to be there all year. It's just the depth thing. Like you said, Cunningham's me out. Somebody's got to step up, which Jenkins has done, and it's gonna happen more throughout the year. It's NBA, man. Everybody's gonna miss games nowadays. The workload management, like you're gonna have to have guys step up, which the Pistons have done.
Yeah, and you mentioned it too. They're still missing Jaden Ivey, who I think can kind of come in. I mean, I know you bring in someone like Duncan Robinson to kind of replace Malik Beasley, who is still a free agent, which is kind of crazy. Like, he was cleared of all that.
Was he cleared?
Yeah, he could be playing ball right now. Maybe teams don't believe he's cleared. They think it's something a little like, nah, you were too close with Terry Rozier. I don't trust it.
Yeah.
No, but like, you get Jaden Ivey back, he can be a great just spot up 3-point shooter, give you 42% from three. And that's just another level of offense that team can have to. I know the way you and me were talking preseason was it's probably going to be like Cavs, Knicks, Magic, Hawks as a top 4 seed. Cavs haven't been looking amazing to start the year. Neither of the Hawks or the Magic. The Pistons could very easily slide into one of these top 4 seeds come the end of this regular season.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Like you said, none of those teams have really looked great. I mean, out of those, I probably expect the Cavs are probably going to be the ones that bounce back the most out of those ones. But like the Magic have not looked good.
Their offense still sucks.
Yeah, they can't figure it out.
Bring in Desmond Bane to like up the 3-point volume, and you guys still can't score points.
Exactly. It's just I think they'll be all right eventually, but I feel like at least this year alone is going to kind of be like a figuring out year for them.
And you took their over 50.5 wins.
I did. Yeah, I did. I mean, it's not impossible.
No, it's not. I still like that Magic team.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They're still nice, I feel like. Like it's like the first 15 games. Like Pistons could easily be 500 by game 30. You know what I mean? Like it could happen, It's just I don't see it happening. There's another thing I want to talk a little bit about too. Like I've seen them a little bit like are talking like trade packages to come get a superstar, which I hope they don't try and do. At least not yet. Because I hate that, man. We've seen so many teams get broken up. They go out and trade for, I don't know.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah, so Kevin.
That's what it seems like it always is.
Yeah, so Kevin Durant or like, I don't know.
Kyrie, Harden.
Yes, a Kyrie, Harden. Or let's just say Devin Booker wants out. And they go out and give out the moon for Devin Booker.
I think that would be worth it.
You think it'd be worth it? It's just.
You get Devin Booker next to Cade.
But then it's like, then there goes all the depth. Like, if you have to give up...
You still have Jalen... No, I bet they would keep... They would probably try to keep Duran. It'd be a lot of picks, I think, is what they would do.
You're going to lose picks. You're going to lose...
Because the Suns are in such a rebuild mode that if they trade Devin Booker, you're a complete rebuild. You want all the draft capital. That maybe all you have to give up is like, yeah, okay, Isaiah Stewart, you can go over there now. Which, that's a big loss for them off the bench. But, I mean, if you can get that... Devin Booker, like maybe Duncan Robinson, you go over there too.
Yeah, well,
like you can go be a Sun now.
That one's Devin Booker's a weird one. I guess like maybe a John Morant, the guy I'm sure we're probably going to talk about here pretty soon. That could be something worth discussing. But I don't know. Real quick, I need one word answer. Does John Morant get traded this year? And then we're going to leave it at this. One word answer. Yes.
Okay, we'll talk about that more if it comes to fruition because Memphis is so weird.
They're bad, dude. That game last night. The game was today's the 21st, 20th. They put up 140 points without him or Jaren Jackson. I'm like, what?
Dude, I was looking at that game. I'm like, no John, no Jaren Jackson. They suck. I knew the Kings sucked. I was like, maybe I take Kings money line in here. It's like
I did that.
I didn't take it luckily, and then I'm watching the game. I'm like, they're losing by 40.
Dude, that Kings team. That's a team too. I mean. Do you think Sabonis, all these guys are traded by the deadline, or do you think they just try and stick it out? I mean, they're so screwed.
Who the hell wants to take on Levine's contract?
No, yeah.
No one wants to take on DeRozan's contract.
I mean, those guys are kind of you're stuck with. Sabonis should have value. Sabonis should have value.
He could have some, yeah. It's just
why would you?
He's weird though. He's weird though because like it seems like for him to be at his best, he needs to be like the hub of an offense. And if he's getting traded to a contender, they already have most likely a guy who the offense centers around. And you've seen it a little bit over this last couple of years. Like his production's dipped when he hasn't been that focal point. and he's also one of the worst defensive centers in the league.
Yeah,
his trade value will be interesting.
You're right. I was just talking about the other day with one of my buddies. Remember Christian Wood? Like, remember how good he was for like that year or two?
I had him in fantasy his breakout year with the Rockets.
The Rockets.
It was the best thing ever. I picked him up off waivers and just rode him.
Beast. And you realize, like, the worst teams in the league, someone's got the highest score. Someone's got to score all the points for the worst team in the league, too, you know? It's just like, I mean, I don't know if Sabonis would be at that level because, like, I mean, Christian Wood, like, his decline was so fast. Like, it was like, I went to the Mavericks, and he was like, whoa, okay, he's not that good. And he was like, wasn't even playing by the time he got to the Lakers. So, like, I don't know if Sabonis is that crazy, but, like.
No, Sabonis is a good offensive player. Like, he can dime, he can get you boards, he can put up 50, 20 points.
I mean, they've never really been a big. I mean, how far did they ever make it? You know,
it was the light the beam year in 22 when Steph put up 50 in the game 7.
Yeah, have they made the playoffs since then though? Like with Sabonis? So like,
No.
I mean, that
it was just the one light the beam year.
Yeah,
and now Fox is gone. You bring in Levine and DeRozan.
It really destroyed that.
Such a bad team.
The worst. There's a lot of bad franchises. But that might be the worst, like, to be a fan of right now. I mean, I don't... Like, there's some rough ones, like Pelicans, like, oh, God, that one's not easy. I mean...
And you don't have your pick.
The Clippers are looking a little... They're starting to get pretty scary, but... I don't know what... Wizards...
The Nets.
Wizards are rough. Nets, no hope.
Because, like, they picked, like, 5 point guards in the draft this year, and they don't play any of them. They don't play any of their rookies.
The Nets are sad because it's like, dude, you had Harden.
You were KD being half a shoe size smaller away from going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, probably winning it, honestly.
Winning the finals that year.
Like, that team's insane. And, like, that was, what, 3-4 years ago? And then now you're here. You're like, Michael Porter Jr. is your, like, leading assist. Michael, was it carry the rock Porter? Yeah.
Dude, did you see those clips of MPJ? With Lonzo. He was doing his normal thing of going on podcasts and speaking his mind. And apparently he also came out and said that the Nets have told him to stop talking about certain things when he does podcasts. But he's on his pod with Lonzo and they're talking about, because somehow whenever MPJ's on a pod, the WNBA comes up. And like...
Oh, is it the 8th grade thing?
Yeah. And like, it's a valid... I'm not going to say it's a very valid point. MPJ at 8th grade dunking on you at 6'4", he's going to dominate the league.
Oh, yeah,
6'1", 6'2", it don't matter. He fucking going up like this, like dunking on all of them.
Dude, you have to triple-double easy, like probably 30, probably even more, honestly. I don't know.
And
He's Michael Porter was like the one. He was like before he got hurt, like he was supposed to be the one, right? Like he was supposed to be like the next.
Before his back at Mizzou, he was the projected #1 overall pick. And then he gets his back surgery, and then I think there was one team doctor who said, like one of the team doctors during the pre-draft evaluation saying, I don't know if he'll ever play basketball again. So he falls all the way to 14, last pick in the lottery, and the Nuggets are able to steal him.
Yeah, I remember that draft, man. I remember the Bulls drafted Wendell Carter Jr. That was I wanted Michael Porter too, man. Because like you said, like the ceiling you thought about. I mean, like he's had a pretty good career. You know what I mean?
He's
like
a good ball player.
Good ball player, yeah, for sure. I mean, were you happy to see the Nuggets get rid of him or no? I mean,
yes, because he was making a max deal. If you don't trade Michael Porter Jr. for Cam Johnson, you're not able to bring in Jonas. Well, Jonas you might still be able to do with the Dario Saric trade, but you don't get Tim Hardaway, you don't get Bruce Brown. Like, you don't get your actual bench depth that you have now, which was the reason you lost to the Thunder in the playoffs last year.
Bruce Brown was the one that they had, and then he left and came back, right?
Yeah, Bruce Brown won the chip with us in 23. He never wanted to leave, but also, like, the Pacers gave him 2 years for, like, I think it was 43 mil.
Jeez.
And it's like, he doesn't deserve that at all. But, like, the whole time, he was showing up at Broncos games. He was, like, you'd see him wearing a cowboy hat and stuff, showing up at Nuggets playoff games last year in the stands.
Really?
The whole time. The only reason he went to Indiana is they're like, hey, he got a bag. They gave him 20 M's a year for 2 years. Obviously, you're gonna take that. And now it's like, okay, I can come in, make $3 million a year, and come back to the team I actually want to be on after I just made my bag. Hell yeah.
You said, man, and the Nuggets, like, they have that depth back that, like, helped them win the ship. Like you said, like, looking good, man.
Now, yeah, you did mention this. We do want to talk some Charlotte Hornets here because it was reported that Lamelo Ball might want out and is open to the possibility of a trade here. And they got the Rookie of the Year in Con Knipple.
Yeah.
I don't care about Cooper Flag. Con Knipple, 18.3 points, 6 boards, 3 assists, and about 1 stock a game as well.
They look really good, man. I mean, like, they like those, like, young players. Like, Brandon Miller, is he still hurt?
Yeah.
Like, it's a shame because, like, I feel like if that team
Kalkbrenner's look good.
they're kind of like that.
Like,
you
their
know what they're
rookies have looked good. Like, Sion James, Con Knipple, and Ryan Kalkbrenner, they've all looked good this year. And Kalkbrenner falling to the second round is a little crazy. That the Hornets were just able to pick him up, and he's just grabbing 7 boards a game and getting you 10 points as a
starter,
rookie.
you know? Yeah, as a starter, as a rookie, as a second-round pick. Like, he said that. Like, Melo missed time, came back, and you talk about Evan, Brandon Miller, Bridges has looked good. Like, it's weird that team just isn't good. You know, they're kind of like the Wizards on steroids. You know,
Yeah, because they're a fun team to watch, but they play no defense.
no, at all.
They don't
At
have
all.
any defense over there.
So it's just never gonna work. So eventually, they're all gonna get traded, and we said, but like you said, Con's just been a beast to start the year, man. Hitting the 3 balls, easy, like interesting. He'll be an interesting player as he continues to develop.
He's been cashing for us all year too, Dwyer.
Yes.
Getting him his points, rebounds. Like, he's just coming in. He'll give you, you know, he'll drive to the paint, be able to get you some points. He can get you 40% from 3. Like, it just seems like he's an all-around type of scorer for that team. And he's also been able to grab some boards, which I think is really good for him as well from that guard position. And then, yeah, LaMelo, another, you know, LaMelo-type stat line to start this season. 21 and a half, 7 boards, 10 assists, about 9.5 assists. That is like, yeah, he's a good player when he's healthy. I don't know how much he really contributes to winning. And if he's open to the trade, I don't really know where I could see a good landing spot for LaMelo really be.
Yeah, kid, I think you hit on the head there. Like, I think Melo's kind of like, we're kind of talking about what's his name, Sabonis. Like, he's kind of a stat filler. He really is a stat filler when it comes to Melo. So I feel like wherever he'd go, he'd definitely, like, you'd see a definite decrease in points, everything really. I mean, yeah, a playmaking guard like that. I mean, no one really comes to my mind, you know. Like, I would. Why? I don't feel like I'd want Melo if I were like an already like playoff budding team. Like, I don't feel like I would really want him. You know what I mean? Like, maybe if you end up getting rid of Trae Young, maybe the Hawks. That'd be interesting. But I don't
It's also like he's also like basically Trae Young.
Yeah.
Like, they're pretty similar molds of players.
Younger. Yeah, hurt.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's true. I don't know why they want to just go a different direction at that point. I mean, I feel like this trade deadline, man, it could be nuts. I don't think they
Anthony
trade
Davis
him
might.
I'm saying Davis, Kyrie, those guys could get moved.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, if we see like a Jaw AD move,
yeah, that's what
I'm just ready for AD to be a Bull.
Think he's gonna be a Bull?
I think he
it
might
makes
end
sense.
up over there in Chicago.
If they're still, if they're still at the point where they're like contending, that makes sense. Hometown kid, you know, Semyon alum, but that would be such a Bulls. We'd give up like everything.
It would be such a Bulls move.
We'd probably trade like Matas or something, and like he'd become
It would
like
suck.
him, Matas and Flag would become like the next like big thing, like Pippen, Scotty, dude, or Jordan, whatever. Yeah, but still, AD is a dog. But
You know, the thing just with me, like LaMelo, he's kind of like that Trae Young mold. And it's also like, I don't know how like the Hawks, they had that Eastern Conference Finals run. And they are built for more success now this year because they built a defensive identity around Trae Young. Because, I mean, you can see him trying out there sometimes. But, I mean, he's 6 foot, 6'1" on a good day. Like, you can't really expect him to play great defense. And LaMelo's got the size. So at least in the paint, you can expect a little more. But he's also, I think, for him to be able to succeed, like in a team that might be looking to trade for LaMelo, like if you do think he could help your franchise, you got to have a defensive identity around him to, because I mean, this Hornets team, they got some buckets, they don't have defenders, and it's making it like, yeah, you might score 120 points tonight, you're giving up 130. That I think if LaMelo wants, like if they do trade him, like you said, Dwyer, I don't see it happening probably this season. I see that maybe over the offseason, Hornets try to field offers, see what they could get probably in this upcoming draft, which is supposed to be really nice. And then see that, but it's just, I bet if LaMelo gets traded, it's not going to be for the amount, like, it's not going to be as big of a package as I think a lot of people might think.
Who do you think gets more? Or who gets more for who? You think Ja gets, like, brings in more value or LaMelo?
I would like to think Ja. Because I just think he's like, I mean, well, Ja, I mean, I think he's an overall better player than LaMelo. But then there's also just the weird off the court stuff and everything else surrounding Ja.
I mean, it isn't like Melo's like out there like, you know, volunteering at soup kitchens either. He's
no,
interesting too, but you know,
LaMelo's a little, yeah, for sure. All
right, I'm looking right now in a league, 2 teams that could be interesting. All right, 3. I'll put 3 in there.
Okay.
First one, Rockets, maybe. They don't really have a point guard. Like they have, I mean, Fred VanVleet tore his ACL. They're great defensively. Maybe.
They have a lot of young talent on that bench.
Interesting.
They could give up.
Definitely
I don't know what their pick situation's like, but that could be interesting.
I mean, yeah, they didn't give up a ton for KD, you know. I don't think so. I don't think
that could be something.
That could be interesting. Suns, maybe it would make sense to bring another playmaker with Booker, but I think they're just kind of done trying to trade for superstars.
Imagine that team.
Yeah.
Jalen Green, Devin Booker, Lamelo Ball.
You know, I just don't see it. And the last one, and honestly, I think the one I like the best would probably be the Timberwolves. Him with that team, they're already good defensively. There's a lot. I think if that were to happen, it would have to be later down the line. I think a guy like Randall's got to kind of be like gone. You know, like there's just too many scores, but like defensively,
that would be interesting.
Him and Ant, like future, that could be interesting, but. Yeah, you know, there's just not a lot of options, you know. So
there really isn't. And then, yeah, the last team we do want to talk about for today's episode is the 12th seed in the Western Conference right now, sitting at 4-11. Not only that, it is the oldest roster in NBA history with average age. The only team in the NBA above 30 years old for their average age. I think they're, well, maybe not roster total average age is the oldest all time. I think their starting lineup is the oldest all time. It's like 35 years old or something like that, because it's the Los Angeles Clippers, and besides James Harden, they've been terrible this year.
Dude, another callback. James Harden just put up stats on a shitty team. You know? I mean, dude, I don't. What's up with Kawhi? What's wrong with him? I don't even know what his injury is. Because
I don't know. He's always something.
He's been gone, like, really ever since his ACL. He's never really, like, he's good when he plays, but he just doesn't play.
He's great. He just doesn't play.
But between him and then you see, obviously, like, Bradley Beal got hurt. I like Bradley Beal. I've seen him talk. Good dude. It's just like after what happened to the Suns, like, who would want Bradley Beal? You know, it's like, did he sign or did they trade for him?
He signed. He got bought out from the Suns.
Contract. If they traded for that contract, I'd have been pissed. But
no.
Anyways, I mean, yeah, man. I mean, when has it ever worked where an old NBA team comes in and wins a chip one year? You know, like the closest was probably the Nets team, and they weren't even that old. You know what I mean? Like, they really weren't that old compared to. I mean, yeah, you trade for an older version of one of those guys on the Nets team than Harden. And I mean, I get what they're trying to do, but it's just not gonna work, man. You know, I mean, like you said, Harden, you're asking so much out of Harden. I mean, Zubac's been nice, but like,
but he hasn't been like Zubac was an All NBA player last year. He was one of the best centers. Like that Zubac Harden pick and roll was like one of the best moves in the league last year, and you're just not really seeing it out of Big Zoo to start this season.
I think the league's just kind of catching on with the Clippers. You know what I mean? They're not adjusting at all. I mean, you have like I mean, you got guys like Chris Dunn still playing, man. Like, how is he still in the league? You know what I mean? There's just nothing.
Chris Paul's getting DNP coached his decisions.
Yeah. Chris Paul's on the Clippers?
Yeah, Chris Paul's played in 10 games this year. He's averaging 13.7 minutes, 2.5 points.
Holy crap! What's he doing on the Clippers? You know, like,
Hey, Nick Batum's there still.
Bogdan, but dude, this is just insane. This is
It's the oldest team ever. Like, this team could have been nice back in 5 years ago.
the Paul George trade, man. That's the one that killed him. That was the one that killed him. That was the one. Shea, you had the MVP, man. You had the MVP.
No one thought Shea was gonna be like at that time. No one's like, oh, he's gonna be one of the best players in the league.
That's not. But at the time, people were like, "That's a lot for Paul George."
Oh yeah,
Definitely. Something that was going on. Like no one thought it'd be this good, but it was like, all right, like if you don't want a chip, might be look pretty bad.
The Thunder played that perfectly. I mean, you come in that year, you're supposed to be bad. Chris Paul has a great year for the team. Paul George is MVP 3. And it's like, okay, now we can just sell high on him, bring in 37 draft picks, a bunch of young talent, and now they're just set.
They're playing on rookie mode, dude. They have the Clippers' first-round pick this year. They're 4-11. Like they have a chance of the first overall pick next year, and
they might get.
They have one loss. One loss.
Imagine they get like one of the Boozer twins or something, like a top 5. It's like, oh, now Cam Boozer's on the.
Where's he even gonna play? Where are they gonna play him? You know what I mean? They don't have they still don't even have Jalen Williams back yet, and they have one loss. They have one loss. I mean,
AJ Mitchell's been a dog in that starting lineup with J-Dub gone.
Man, like they literally are just. What is this team? This team might suck 10 years from now. They literally have a 10-year window.
Okay, they are like you said, they are 15-1 to start the year. The 2017 Warriors, 73-9. Does this team win 74 games?
No, I don't think so. I don't think they do, but I think they could win 70. I think 70. Dude, that 8 losses.
74-8.
That's nuts. I don't think they can do that. I mean, I thought everyone thought the Bulls one was going to be unbreakable, but like, dude, that's such a. I mean, with back-to-backs, man, I just don't think that's. It's hard to gamble. Like, could have happened very well, sure, but like, it's hard to be like, yes, I'm taking the under on that one though.
But yeah, I mean, it's tough because obviously, it would be the best record of all time. But
question. It's definitely worth a question. You know,
I mean, they're 15-1. They're the best roster in the league, best defense in the
everybody.
league.
They blow
reigning MVP.
Yeah, they're all young.
And then once you get Jada back, the starting lineup's even better. AJ Mitchell gets to go to the bench, and he's averaging like 14, 15 points a game right now in the starting lineup. You have like him and Caruso. You still got Hartenstein, Chet looking good.
This team's not slowing down, Caden. It's just
they're so good.
I mean, really, like they're gonna be the almighty. Like, who's gonna stop the Thunder? You know what I mean? Like, I don't. It's gonna have to be the Nuggets, man. It's gonna have to be Sir Joker, man. I don't see another team that.
Based on this, it's crazy because based on the standings right now, obviously, like OKC's 1, Denver's 2, Houston's 3. So that means that second round matchup would be Houston and Denver. You have to get through that, and then you have to get through the Thunder just to get to the finals.
I mean, in the playoffs in the West is like honestly, I feel like the Nuggets and the Rockets really only have like the best chance at beating them.
Yeah, like the Lakers, I don't have faith in. Their defense is so like not good enough. I don't think.
No.
Spurs, not enough experience.
Eventually, give Wemby like 2 years. Like that team, like that's gonna be.
Oh, I agree.
Spurs and Rockets are gonna be nasty, dude. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's like it really is. I think those top 3 teams, like I think that like a Timberwolves or something like that, they can give the Thunder a tough series. I think they could come in and give them like push them to 6 or something. But I also said I only think they push them to 6.
That's what I'm saying.
So.
That's I mean, yeah. Rockets. I feel like Rockets could. They could. I think they definitely could. They're big enough. I think their team could score enough. Great enough defense. Like you said, the Nuggets, man. I never bet against Joker, man. You can't.
Nope. Yeah, no. It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I mean, about what is it? 15 games, like a 5th-ish away into the season. And it's been an interesting start for sure. And, hopefully the Nuggets keep rolling. Maybe your Bulls keep playing some good ball.
Hopefully. Vooch
with the game winner, yeah.
He said he has like 2 or 3 of those this year, man.
If you keep blowing those 20-point leads just for Vooch to hit the game winners.
That was bad, dude. That was rough. I did watch that game. Kid,
Clingan just grabbing boards.
Dude, like 20 boards. Jesus, come on, Vooch. Grab one, man. Just one.
That was insane.
It's like Giddy's got to go down there and get him himself, dude.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, that's all I have for today's episode. Do you have anything else before we do depart?
Nothing at all, kid.
Well, thank you all for watching today's episode of the Untouchaballs podcast. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you have not already. Hit that like button down below as well. Comment down below as well. What do you guys think about the Hornets? What is a good trade package in your eyes for Lamelo Ball? Turn on post notifications to never miss an upload of the Untouchaballs podcast. And share this with your friends, family, strangers, neighbors, anything like that. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.